The air crackled with tension. Inside the White House Situation Room, President Donald J. Trump presided over a cabinet meeting like no other. It was Thursday, March 6, 2025. The topic at hand: Elon Musk's radical restructuring of the federal government. Musk, the billionaire CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, had been appointed by Trump to head the Department of Government Efficiency, nicknamed DOGE. His mission/government spending with ruthless efficiency. But Musk's methods had ignited a firestorm within the administration. This meeting, it was clear, was going to be explosive. The president, never one to shy away from confrontation, seemed to relish the drama. He understood the power of spectacle, the way it captivated the media and the public. And this meeting, with its clash of egos and ideologies, promised to be a spectacle for the ages. On one side stood Musk, the Silicon Valley disruptor, a man accustomed to getting his own way. On the other side, a coterie of seasoned politicians, their feathers ruffled by Musk's brash style and radical proposals. The stakes were high. Musk's cost-cutting measures, while popular with some segments of the population, had sent shockwaves through the federal bureaucracy. Thousands of government employees had been laid off, their livelihoods upended by algorithms and spreadsheets. Morale was at an all-time low. And now, with the president himself presiding over this high-stakes showdown, the future of Musk's tenure in the Trump administration hung precariously in the balance. Musk, true to form, had not been subtle in his approach. He had arrived in Washington with a bang, promising to disrupt the federal government just as he had disrupted the auto and space industries. His weapon of choice, a two-pronged strategy of attrition and automation. First, he had offered generous early retirement packages to long-serving government employees, hoping to trim the federal workforce through voluntary departures. For those who didn't take the bait, Musk had unleashed a wave of layoffs, targeting what he deemed to be redundant or inefficient positions. He made headlines by wielding a chainsaw at a conservative conference, a symbolic gesture meant to convey his commitment to slashing government spending. "We need to cut the fat," he declared, his voice echoing through the conference hall. "The government has grown too big, too slow, too bureaucratic. It's time to streamline, to optimize, to innovate." Musk's methods, while undeniably bold, had not been without their critics. Many within the government saw his approach as reckless, a blunt instrument that failed to appreciate the nuances of public service. They argued that his focus on short-term cost savings was jeopardizing the long-term health of vital government agencies. These concerns, initially whispered in the corridors of power, were about to erupt into the open. The clash, when it came, was both predictable and dramatic. It began with a simmering tension between Musk and Marco Rubio, the hawkish senator-turned-secretary of state. Rubio, known for his sharp intellect and even sharper tongue, had taken umbrage at Musk's suggestion that the State Department was bloated and inefficient. The New York Times had reported on Rubio's fury, detailing his meticulous plans for reorganizing the department and highlighting the over 1,500 employees who had already accepted early retirement buyouts. "With all due respect, Mr. Musk," Rubio began, his voice laced with thinly veiled contempt, "you seem to have a fundamental misunderstanding of how the State Department operates." He went on to detail the complexities of international diplomacy, the importance of a robust diplomatic corps, and the dangers of undermining American influence abroad. Musk, never one to back down from a fight, shot back, accusing Rubio of protecting his bureaucratic turf and resisting necessary change. "This isn't about protecting jobs, Senator," Musk retorted, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "It's about serving the American people." The back and forth grew increasingly heated, fueled by a potent cocktail of ego, ideology, and ambition. Other cabinet members looked on, some with amusement, others with growing alarm. The president, for his part, seemed content to let the drama unfold, perhaps sensing a strategic opportunity in the chaos. The confrontation with Rubio was just the beginning. Musk's cost-cutting crusade had also put him on a collision course with Sean Duffy, the no-nonsense transportation secretary. Duffy, a former reality TV star known for his blunt style, was furious over Musk's proposed layoffs of air traffic controllers. The room fell silent as President Trump finally spoke, his voice low and measured. "Elon," he began, fixing Musk with a steady gaze, "I appreciate your enthusiasm, your willingness to shake things up." He paused, letting the silence hang in the air for a beat. "But the secretaries know their departments, they're the experts." With that, the tone of the meeting shifted. Trump, in his characteristically decisive manner, laid down the law. He reaffirmed the authority of his cabinet secretaries, making it clear that they, not Musk, were ultimately responsible for their respective departments. Musk's role, he declared, would be strictly advisory. The secretaries would decide on the necessary cuts, and only if they failed to deliver would Musk be allowed to step in. The message was clear. Musk had been put in his place. His demotion, while not explicitly stated, was evident to all. The ambitious billionaire, who had arrived in Washington promising to revolutionize government, had been brought down to earth by the realities of political power. The meeting adjourned, leaving behind a sense of uncertainty and anticipation. Musk, according to sources, accompanied Trump on Air Force One to Mar-a-Lago later that day. The image of the two men together, projected across news channels worldwide, sent a clear message. The Trump-Musk partnership, while strained, was far from over. Yet, the future of that partnership, like the future of Musk's cost-cutting crusade, remained unclear. Adding another layer of complexity to the situation were the legal challenges to Musk's authority. Lawsuits, filed by various groups, alleged that Musk wielded excessive power without the necessary Senate confirmation. Federal judges, too, had expressed concerns about the scope of his authority. The president, never one to shy away from a fight, took to Truth Social, his preferred platform for communication. "We need a scalpel, not a chainsaw," he declared, echoing the concerns of those who felt Musk had gone too far. But he also expressed his continued confidence in Musk's abilities, suggesting that the billionaire still had a role to play in his administration.